Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Your tongue.
Mic check, mic check.
Okay,
Mic check on a 1, 2, on the way to third.
You
Mic
already
check,
know.
like I
You
said,
don't wanna
mic
miss
check.
this.
You can't miss it. Mic check, 1, 2 on the way to third. It's fly, taking off like birds. Keep your hands off.
Hey, stop, or we will have a pillow fight.
No. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode. And this is episode 50.
Yes.
And if you heard all of that abuse that was going on, I was beating Karla with a pillow. I'm not
We recently got these pillows.
I'm not
in
going to
the
tolerate
station.
this. I'm not going to tolerate this
because
foolery.
Because let me take you guys back to why we pillow fought in the first place. So for a year now, we have had this stationary. It's kind of like this round wooden. I don't know, like a little table for
like a tree
for the machinery and all that stuff. But anyway,
I built a DIY laptop stand. How about that?
Yes, and he was supposed to have it done a long time ago, and he has Gorilla Wood glue in his closet. And
it is done. I just didn't glue it together.
No, because it keeps on falling apart, so that is not done. And so I was
Look
like,
here.
"What is that?"
That is artwork. Have done. But before we get into all that, Rhea is sitting next to me, who I just got done assaulting with a pillow. Started at 6'6".
I can't believe you were recording.
Standing at 6'6", weighing at 303, wearing a size small shirt. Kate.
Oh, don't get me started.
Hey, money. Where you host of Cornie Culture?
Don't get me started.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I remember this weekend we went.
Awesome
and
weekend.
We actually passed out a bunch of shirts.
Shout out to the founders of Cornie Culture and giving out shirts, man.
Yeah, they're giving out 1
people.
million shirts.
So they're on the road to 1 million.
Mm-hmm. So this weekend we actually had
we're the foot soldiers. We're the delivery team. You heard of Amazon? You heard of FedEx? Well, now Double C, Express Delivery. You asked for.
I like that.
You know, give me a little love. Give me a little wiggity. Not pillow love. But yeah.
And you know, and so we had this delivery this weekend, and everybody's like, "Oh, give me a small, give me a medium." When they, you know how people be like,
wishful thinking.
No, I wear a small, and they're 303 pounds and 7'8", and you're like
7'8".
Oh, you were a small. Okay.
Okay, small.
I got you.
And I'm all.
We don't want to make anyone feel bad.
I'm all about showing off the body, but if the shirt barely reaches the belly button, yeah, it's let's try a medium. Well, yeah, let's maybe a XL. But shout out to everyone that received their merch, and it was awesome being a part of the delivery team and being able to see people. And they were excited, they even took off their clothes, not in front of us. But they changed
into their Cornie Culture shirts,
and that was awesome.
And it meant a lot. I mean,
to be a part of a movement like that, and that's what this topic is all about. That's what this segment is all about. Just pretty much getting over yourself, and that's what we want to share with people, to get over yourself. And the only way to truly get over yourself is, man, to give. And not only give, most importantly, be happy where you are. Because K Money texted me last night, and she asked me, she said, "Are you happy?" And when I read it, it was so on time. Because, I'm a semi-tough critic upon myself. Because I'm a tough critic sometimes, and I'm not able to truly enjoy the moment because I'm thinking about how can I make something better, even with my artwork or anything that I'm building on, even being a part of the brand or whatever it is that we're doing. I'm always trying to figure out, okay, I like this, but I'm not satisfied
Right.
because how can I be better? And when she asked me, "Are you happy?" She immediately, because I was dealing with that in my mind prior to her texting. So she was definitely an angel sent from Hades. But no, I'm joking. It was so perfect and so on time. But you know, when you said that, you put everything back into perspective, because you know, it was, and I had to truly ask myself, like, not am I happy? What am I unhappy about? You know what I mean? And
unhappiness only means pretty much
ungratefulness. And I asked myself, and when you ask, and when I read, "Am I happy?" and then I asked myself silently in my mind, "Am I unhappy?" And then the immediate answer was no. So therefore, I responded, "Absolutely, I'm extremely happy." And you want to know why I'm extremely happy? Because of what you just said. I have to be more grateful for what I've done, what we've accomplished, what we are working on. Just pretty much being, what's the word I'm looking for? Happy and in the moment and excited and just showing gratitude for where you are in your life. So when you ask me that, man, it's just like, wow, you open my eyes and you allow me to get back in the moment. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious or, aspire to get better or grow. But when we can't forget and appreciate where we are, you know what I mean? And oftentimes I do that. And you send me that text message and I was like, wow, I needed that,
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that, and to be able to give out merch to people, to complete strangers, and be a part of something like that.
Yeah.
And the founders allowing us to be a part of something like that, it was amazing, man. It was a great weekend. Despite the coronavirus, we're still suited and booted, safe. But to be able to give in a time that,
yeah.
Because
if you haven't checked the statistics, we're 21 million
globally,
globally, worldwide, which is 21 million infected, and it's kind of shocking to see the statistics.
And how fast, how fast.
Yeah, and the unfortunate deaths that we've had to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I pray that everything is good with you and yours and your families, and you guys are just continuing to be safe and continuing to practice safe distancing and continuing to walk in the stores with your masks on and your gloves on, because it's really serious.
Taking care of all the necessary steps precautions rather, to protect yourself and your loved ones. Because your dog looking like, hey, what's all that coughing for? Why you barking? I supposed to bark. Why are you barking? And the dog looking around like, hey, don't touch me. 6 feet.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Yeah. And, it's so great because I was about to say something about being contagious, and not in the bad way, not in the corona way, but in the happiness way, like
in the giving way, in the good way, in the,
it's so important because what I asked Ria, when I asked Ria in my mind, I just wanted to know if he was all right, because it's been such a different time for both of us.
Absolutely.
That
and I can
it's
say
just kind of,
I'm very happy, not to cut you off. I want to say it right here to you again in front of everyone. I am extremely happy, and that happiness comes from within, because I looked at, when you said that to me, man, it was so astonishing. It was so like, wait, what do I not, how can I not be happy? Like, and I had to ask myself, like, wait, if I'm unhappy at this stage of my life with everything that is going on positive and everything that we're doing and working on, I have to be looking for unhappiness.
Yeah.
And that's what we can't do. People like,
just like when you look for,
you can't
to doubt some kind of faith,
Absolutely.
You're working double. You're working a double shift.
Yeah. And unhappiness is a disease. You know what I mean? It's truly a dis-ease within the body. And that's what we have to get away from. Unhappiness, doubt, fear, all of those are diseases, and because they kill dreams, they kill mindsets, they kill happiness, they kill focus, they kill so many different things. So why can't those things be labeled as a disease, And when you asked me that, you cured me of my disease, because there is no reason for me to be unhappy. We're able to meet in the studio. We're able to put in work. We're able to help be a part of giving. We are able to do so many great things that we were able to do. So, like, I'm looking at, like, wait, why wouldn't I be happy?
Yeah.
How could I? The better question is, how could I not be happy? And so, people, today, that's your homework. Go home and
stay home.
Stay home. Wash them hands before you go home. I mean, once you get home, stay home and just think, like, wait, you know, a lot of things are going on. You know, don't look for things to be unhappy about. Well, I got to go to the grocery store and the lines are chaos. Man, look, we are in different times. Be patient with the clerks. Be patient with the employees, because the employees are just as frustrated. They're around hundreds of thousands of people that they don't know.
And you never know, because you never know because they might be going through a really hard time at home. I mean, financially, whatever the
case may be. Everyone is. It's different times.
Yeah.
So,
because, you know, you never know what their situation in their household may be. Maybe they're the only ones that are working, and their spouse or their significant other isn't.
Right.
You know, and because they have to bring the bread.
He out here at the club. You know.
Stop it.
He at the club. Shout out to everybody. And people, don't go to no bars. Don't go to any clubs. We're not here to lecture you or anything. But look here. Let's slow this thing down. But moving on to just other things and other thoughts to think about. We're going to end it with that. Like, you know, just we have to get over ourselves, you know, to the point to where, you know, let's consider someone else, you know.
You never let me finish my thought about contagiousness, though.
What? Okay, go ahead. The positive being
yeah,
positive.
and I was just, you know,
and that's what I'm saying. That's all we have for. No, I'm joking.
And I was gonna say, that because the reason why I asked that is because when we are together, when we are working, when we are passing, when we're making these deliveries, you know, I'm very happy. Absolutely. And I'm very happy. And I sit down and I think about these things and I'm like, wow, you know, what a time to be able to do all of these things in the midst of chaos.
In the midst of chaos.
And when we're doing all of these things and when I see that Rhea is happy, that is so contagious. And I mean, happiness is just contagious.
Yeah, it really is.
Happiness, positivity, joy, peace, stillness, everything that causes
absolutely.
the mind to settle. It's beautiful, and it's so contagious, because it's like you don't see somebody with disease in their mind, and you're like, that's contagious now.
Right.
Like,
absolutely.
you know, but you see someone who's happy, who's laughing, who's joyful, and you're like, man, I just had a bad day, but forget that,
and
because
that's what it's about.
I'm excited for whatever, you know. It's like I'm happy now.
And those are phenomenal points. You very seldomly, rarely, far fetched in between make anything good point wise. And that was good. Oh, no, I'm joking.
Oh, thank you.
But
you know,
but seriously, man, like what you said, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, that nail is in the wood.
And you know, and my little sister constantly points this out to me, and she's always
Rhea,
like, Karla,
Rhea has a nice chest.
Stop it. Oh. And she's constantly like, Karla, you know, one thing that I really love about you is that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, and every time that I'm with you, even if people treat you a certain way, whether they're in a bad mood or whether they're being disrespectful or anything like that, you never break down. I mean, you never break that pose of still being nice and still being courageous.
Wait. How come I ain't never seen none of this?
and
I'm joking.
And
but yeah, you do have a phenomenal.
And she's like, and that's so crazy, because if somebody gives me a bad attitude, like, I'm gonna respond in that way, but nevertheless, like, somebody gives you a bad attitude and you smile, and then all of a sudden, like, that person just smiles,
and then you call me and say, I was getting ready to whoop somebody. But that's what you do. No, not whoop them, but, you know, just smile. And like you said something that stood out to me.
And sometimes, you know, like, I don't even realize that's something that I'm doing, or I overlook it, you know.
Right. That's what you're supposed to do. See, that's the thing. You overlook offense. Because
you know, with so many times, like you said, you know, we're such hard critics on ourselves that we can't even realize that
we don't ever sit back
good.
And appreciate the good that we do, the good that we've done, the good that we're doing, and And that's a beautiful thing.
And it's like, stop stressing.
It's a good,
so much.
It's a bittersweet thing, you know. It's listen, and I'm talking to myself as well. It's great to want to get better all the time.
Yeah.
But do not allow that to deprive you of appreciating where you are and what you have done.
Mm-hmm.
If I could have told this to myself,
Toad. Inside joke, definitely.
Big Toad. If I could have told myself this, you know, well, it doesn't matter. I know it now, and I have to apply it. You know what I mean?
What is that?
I was about to say something about if I wish I would have known this, but forget all that. I wish I would have knew this when I was 3. Nah, forget all that. But that's what we have to do. Like, we just have to appreciate where we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it.
We're also going to, you reminded me, we had a conversation last night, which we want to share with you guys too, that.
No, we don't.
This is, we're giving out, breaking down something right here, because we are in a time where the coronavirus is so prominent, and it's everybody doesn't accept cash, you know, and everybody's just giving out their cards. One thing that Rhea told me was to make sure that you cover up your security number on the back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if you have a little sticker near you or anything that you can cover it up,
Something
just
small.
go ahead and cover it up. Yeah. Because with everybody just taking cards, you know, there are a lot of scammy people out here in the world, and they're committing fraud, and we just want to be safe, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
if the coronavirus,
like I told Rhea yesterday, I was like, man, if I would have known this when I was younger, you know, then I would have absolutely like taken.
And that's what it's about, man. It's about
uh-huh.
It's about trying to protect each other, not take advantage of each other, you know. And that's what we're on. That's what Cornie Culture is all about. It's like, hey, how can I help you become the better you while we're becoming the better versions of us? And that's what it's all about, becoming the better versions of us, you becoming the better version of you, because the more money you make, you can just give it to your boy Rhea, and Rhea gonna give it to his bank account, and his bank account looking fat, looking like a sumo wrestler, and you know, ouch, you know. And then I'll buy y'all some Lunchables. But no, seriously, man, it's all about having a good time. It's all about taking care of each other, because I mean, what else are we here to do? Just think about it. When you ask me that, am I happy? That was like the dopest question of 2020, you know, for me personally, because it's something that you very seldomly hear or ask, you know what I mean? So today, find somebody, ask them, are they happy? And then, and if they be like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm happy. Break it down to them. If you got anything from this segment, you know, ask them, are you unhappy? You know, and allow them to see the brighter side of things, because yes, things could always be worse, but let's not focus or zone in on the bad. You know, let's try to find something cool and good, you know. Just think about it. You know, if I don't even know, man. There's so many ways it can go. Yes, things are difficult. Everyone's situation is different. And I'm not trying to say that what you're going through, oh, it ain't nothing. Be happy about it. I'm not necessarily saying that. But what I'm saying is, you know, it was an eye-opener for me. And hopefully it can be an eye-opener for everyone to, you know, just be encouraged where you are and what you're doing. You know, you might have a small business. Be encouraged, you know.
Right.
Appreciate the fact that very seldomly people have a small business, you know. You might be a mother.
And you're still running.
You might be a mother and you might be a father. Be appreciative no matter how bad your kids may be. Be appreciative.
Because not everybody is able to have their own children.
You know, you might be in a relationship, and that relationship might not be the best relationship in the world, but find the things that make you guys happy outside of sexual, you know what I mean? Like, don't allow this sexual pleasure to become the foundation of the relationship. You know, if you take out that, not saying that everyone is doing it, and even if you are, we're not trying to get in no one else's business, but what I'm saying is, if majority of your relationship, the memories of your relationship is based on physicality versus mental or spirituality, whatever, you know, like, what is this relationship? Exactly. So does that make you happy, you know, and be able to do things and share things, you know, with people? Like, me and K Money got a workout in. It was intense, you know. She pushed me, I pushed her. You know, we took a run around the block, went to the closest park, We was over here isolated where some hills were. We were running hills. We were running up. We were running backpedaling. On top of that, K Money showed out because every time we work out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 9 a.m.s. And we post it on Twitter. So if you're interested in some of the things that we do, how we do it, when we do it, why we're doing it, the use of it, the food we eat, Cornie Culture, Twitter, they gave us the permission to be able to post and, keep guys
Cornie
updated.
Culture, CornieCulture.
I don't know how you do that every time because if I, ABC, DFE, HIJK, could do this, every time I would completely mess it up. I have to look at it before I can spell it.
You know what? I don't even know because I was horrible at spelling when I was little.
Last week. But, that's what it's about, man. Like, we were running hills, backpedal up the hills. We would sprint up the hills. Then after that, we even jog back to the spot. But we start our workout with stretches, 500 jump ropes apiece. And, just finding ways to get better, and appreciate where we are. As a matter of fact, if you are in the workout journey, don't look at the end result, the final goals, appreciate where you are. You might not have a 4-pack, but you got 2. You might not have 6, but you got 4. You might not have none, but you got a belly that, bam, you can scope it into whatever you want.
Right.
And that's exactly what it's about. So keep on keeping on.
Pushing yourself in these areas. I mean, it's just,
absolutely,
wow. Like the euphoria that it gives you.
Oh, yeah.
It's so beautiful because
absolutely,
it makes you feel better. No matter how you were feeling, no matter what you were doing, no matter how stressed you were, it releases all of this tension off of you.
Take it out.
And by you doing these things, I mean, it's just, man, when I tell you that it's just going to calm you down, it's just going to make you feel so much better about yourself and about everything that you're doing and everything that's going on
and that's
around
exactly
the world.
what it's about.
Yeah.
Being able to, first of all, to be able to detach.
And just to be able just running yesterday, it made me feel so free. I was free from my anxieties. I was free from my worries. I was free from my doubts.
Because she couldn't think about all those things. She was focused on her breathing, and focusing on, when you're focusing on something as significant as breathing and getting to your destination and back, you have no time to think about the chaos that's going on. I think everyone should just maybe start sprinting, or running. It allows us to just unwind. It's cool. Our mind races and run all day. So how about we give our mind a break, and how about we physically run, We always thinking about the errands that we have to run. How about your legs? Go make them run. Your feet, if you can. And especially, that's what it's about, being happy. Because unfortunately, 2 times out of my life, I was unable to walk due to Achilles injuries playing sports. And there are some people, and that's a grain of salt. I couldn't complain or be bitter about it because I knew people that were wheelchair bound. So with that being said, if I know someone that is wheelchair bound,
and I know everybody in your life, there's been at least one time where you've seen someone with their legs amputated.
Absolutely.
Because you have veterans.
And
that's
what it's about.
Who are born with these disabilities. You have people who are just, you've seen them. You've awful crashes, awful accidents.
Absolutely.
Awful. And, it's just so be thankful because
be happy about
you have all your limbs and the mobility that you need in your life to be able to do these things.
And that's the only thing that I was thinking.
So sad because you are like, well, I can't run because I'm a certain weight and I just get so tired, But guess what? You can.
You can do something.
You can walk. You can walk it out you
can start off
where you can get to a certain point where you can run. And it's never too late. It's never too late to start. So
it's too late to apologize. So that's what it's about, people. Give your legs what they want. Treat your legs like more than. Treat them more. Give them I'm telling you, people. Take this from your boy Rhea. I wasn't able to walk. Once I was able to walk again, I had so much appreciation for my legs. I spend time with them. You know what I'm saying? I be tickling my toes. I be rubbing them down. And I be taking them out to the mall. I be walking around with my feet on my head. Just giving them that attention that they deserve. Because without them, I wouldn't be able to get around. Because it sucks not being able to walk. It does. So, but yeah, I couldn't complain. I couldn't be a little crybaby because I knew people that I knew that I would walk again. Yeah, I would have to do rehab. Yeah, I would have to take the cast off. Yeah, I would have to do rehab. Yeah, I would have to do pool workouts. Yeah, I would have to do all that. Yeah. Quit crying, Rhea.
I've been trying to get your attention for the last 20 minutes.
Oh.
I'm going to get you.
What?
So,
I'm sorry. I was just because I was just shedding light on people man, be thankful, because I knew people that were wheelchair bound. Here I am. Yes, I'm on crutches, or yes, I'm on my little knee scooter, but this person is in a chair.
I forgot my train of thought, so go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to encourage people, fire people up. Yes, get out there, Like she said, you don't have to run. You can walk. You don't have to walk. You can skip. You don't got to skip. You can crawl. Just do something. Just free your mind, detach.
And you're going to
unplug.
feel a lot better after you do it, because it's something that you do physically, that you accomplish.
Right.
And you don't accomplish it physically, but you also accomplish it mentally and
Get
spiritually. Because
let go.
when I ran to the park, we ran to the park,
Yeah.
I was like beating myself up because I was like, this was so hard. Like, this was so hard to jog nonstop. Like, all of these different things. And I was trying to make up excuses for the things that it hurt. It was uncomfortable.
Right.
I was out of breath. I felt horrible about my condition because I was like, man, I have absolutely no air left in my lungs. And, but by the time that we ran back, it was a breeze. It was a piece of cake.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not because, it's because I didn't let it get to my mind. It was kind of like,
you stop running your thoughts. Your
it
thoughts
was
stop
kind of
running,
like, stop and focus. Like,
that's
stop
it.
thinking about excuses.
Everything.
Stop
Focus,
thinking about the things that you want to feel.
And I had to keep up with
and
I had to keep up with her. On the way we were finishing up the last stretch, coming down, making it back towards where we were running to. And, I'm in the background. I'm like, stride, push. And I'm seeing how your speed was just escalating, like go up to the point to where I felt myself, I had to shift gears in order to keep up with you. I'm like, look at K Money out here putting in work. And on top of that, I applaud and salute you because we were fully layered. How many pieces of clothing that you have? We usually work out with what? We work out with a sweat vest, a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a big baggy jacket to over all that. And the whole thing is to heat up these bodies.
And don't forget that I'm a woman, so a sports bra.
Yeah, I wear some too because I have man pecs.
Yeah, right.
Pectorials, but and that's the whole thing about it.
I'm normally in 5 layers.
5 layers, you know what I mean? We ain't talking about a 5-layer nacho from Taco Bell, even though it's fire. Shout out to my brother because,
and leggings, but
all
my baggy clothes, all my baggy layers, just you can't really see my legs.
Yeah, and that's what's dope. And to see you out there and the reason why we wear all those layers, we want to heat up the body. The more we heat up the body, the more we have the heart rate up. The more we have the heart rate up, the more calories we're burning.
And not only that, but because our bodies get so used to it, we can be out and about throughout the week or during the weekend, and we won't sweat as much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're so used to being layered up in that kind of heat that you're kind of like your body gets adjusted to the body temperature that you want to have. That it's kind of like, well, this isn't bad. Like, I think you
text me a picture of what the temperature in your car said because my car, of course, doesn't show the temperature. My car doesn't even
101 degrees.
Yes, my car doesn't even show.
We weren't sweating.
My car doesn't. So
many
things that my car doesn't show. But go ahead.
We weren't sweating like that. It didn't feel like 101 degrees.
No, it didn't.
And we weren't sweating like 101 degrees.
And we would always go to the local grocery store real quick to pick up a quick little meal prep.
We always do. Every Monday we pick up our meal prep.
After workout, we shoot. I tell her every time, go hard, catch your breath in the car. Because when we're working out, we like for it to be intense and not as long. You know what I mean? We don't 45 minutes to an hour.
So mostly
it's conditioning season.
It's mostly high interval training.
Yeah, hit cardio, people.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that heart rate up, and we have a ball. You know, she pushed me, I push her. You know, I hit her, she don't hit me back because she don't want to get hit again. Like I'm about to hit you with this pillow. You know, and that's what it's about, man. Having a blast, having a fun. This is my BFF, and you know, we always out here putting in work.
Yeah, we're besties, and that's what we do. You know, we take care of each other because not only do we make sure that throughout the week we are pushing ourselves, but also we make sure that throughout the week we are pushing ourselves in ways that keeps our bodies fully hydrated. Absolutely. And fully getting all our nutrition
supporting these immune systems. You know what I mean?
So, you know, like we meal prep as well, and we pretty much eat the same thing weekly. And
it's cool. It's dope.
And during the weekend too, because of course we become chefs during the weekend.
Yeah, but you know, man, and it's amazing. Meal prepping is so cheap and affordable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you have any questions about that, you can tweet us on Twitter and be like, hey, what you guys eat? What should I eat? What should I start it with? And we are excited. You know, we can give you different various little workouts depending on, you know, if you're just starting off, you're moderate or even advanced. We got it all because we have been all stages and we are working towards becoming better so that we can be advanced one day. Not saying that we are advanced Olympians, but you know, I'm a 3-time gold medalist at chilling on the couch, and I don't want to go for 4-time gold medalist chilling on the couch. You know what I mean? And let's do it.
And the reason why, it's because I feel like since we are both high school athletes, I feel like, you know, we just kind of got used to that life, and then just to completely transform from high school athletes to like training every day, every single day throughout high school, to like coming to this pretty much non-active lifestyle during COVID. And it's just kind of like, whoa, we don't like this, so let's do something about it.
We have to do something about it. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, people. You don't have to necessarily be a full-blown athlete back in high school. Mm-hmm. You can become an athlete now. An athlete is a person that does athletic things, and you don't have to be a professional in order to be titled an athlete. So, man, even if you want to, man, we can help you all, because by us helping you, you are helping us. We stay motivated. We stay encouraged. If you don't have a workout partner, someone to push you, believe, Rhea, I will push you.
Hey, Rhea, we were jump roping yesterday, and we were talking about something. You were like, save that because we're going to talk about it in the podcast tomorrow.
And I forgot. What was it?
I don't know. That's what I've been trying to think about for the last 40 minutes.
We probably hit that topic.
No, we didn't, because
I don't know.
No, we didn't.
I don't know.
Well,
brain fart.
Well, you know, it's just okay. So let's break it down to what our normal burnout days look like. So let's say Monday. Okay, Monday we wake up, we get ready, and then we meet at 9. So we meet at 9. The first thing that we do is we stretch. We stretch. After we stretch, we jump rope. We do 500 jump ropes. And after we do 500 jump ropes, then we head on out. And normally, this was our first time running, and then running hills, and then coming back and running. But normally, we actually do kind of like pretty much like box and sprints and everything. And if you don't know what that is, we actually built this box, and it's not that high, but it gets the job done if you're jumping on one leg.
Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
if you're jumping on one leg.
With a medicine ball.
You're jumping on one leg. The other one is up already. And you have to literally bounce off that single leg.
With the medicine ball.
With power. And you have to land and plant your foot on top of it. And then you have to bounce down to the ground with that same leg, and then take off with the other leg.
Then start sprinting.
And start sprinting. That's what take off means.
Take off. I'm about to take off. Take off.
And it's intense.
With the medicine ball. And then you roll it back so the next person can go, which is me. I do it, then bam. And so the only break you get is when you are done or you pass out.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Well, we'll do 10 on one leg, then we'll break, and then we'll do another 10.
And it's kind of crazy because, you really don't normally, you really don't just work out like female male kind of thing, because males normally have a more rigorous, more intense workout.
Look here. Nah. I don't think about it. I know because we met at a gym way back. We go way back. We met at the gym. That's, we were fellow employees. And, at the time, I would have a few clients. I was training people. And, she was working out hard. I knew she was a high school athlete and all that. And, she would just come ask questions like, hey, what should I do for this part right here? I'm like, oh, you could do that, whoop the whoop. And then what should I do for this part here? The next day, oh, you could do that. Or what should I do? But she already pretty much had her foundation of workouts. And the only thing that she was doing was just constantly building up and advancing. And I would see, like, she was a beast on the squats. I got to give it to you. You was like, hey, come give me a push. She had a group of girls that she used to work out with. Some of them, ladies. But you just stood out like a sore thumb. And
a lot of them had a really hard time keeping up with me.
Yeah.
And a lot of them left me. So it wasn't really like they're pretty consistent.
And when I saw that, you stood out and you were really in there to put in work. And so I just started, not only giving you advice, but I became your spotter, so to speak, or just to fire you up. What we did when we played ball, like, we're about to do squats, and I'm about to push you. Mm-hmm. So I would put 75 on each side, and come on, give me 30. You about to squat 30 of them. So she was a beast. She would do 75 pounds on each side, and she would squat 30. And then I would take a quarter off because I would have 325 pounds on each side intentionally because I would burn her out. I would say, okay, give me 30 with 30. Well, it was 25, anywhere from 25 to 30 with, no, I'm sorry. Was it 15 to 20? I think it was 15. 15 to 20 with 75 on each side. And I would take a quarter off. So that means it's 50 on each side. And I would say, give me 25. And then I would take another quarter off. So now it's just 25 on each side. And I would say, okay, give me 30.
And this was on the Smith machine. It wasn't really like I had all this weight by myself. And even if I did, he would be spotting me.
I would be spotting, yeah. Fine. And then I would take off the last quarter and bam, I would take off the last quarter. So now it's no weight. It's just her and the bar. And I would say, hey, give me your legs.
And by the time that we got to the bar
feels
bar
like
so freaking heavy.
Because at this particular point, your legs are completely noodles. And I would say, hey, give me your legs. And what that means is go until failure. Go until you can't even pick your legs up anymore. You can't even move. And she would do it. I think you did like 70 of them one time. And that's the whole thing about it. I would have my little sponge thing. This was my best friend at the time. So I could hit her. I would hit her with my little sponge thing, the little squat sponge thing. Now, of course, not hitting her hard, but just to fire her up. And I didn't see your gender when we were in there. I saw my best friend beasting out, going ham. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to fire you up just like we used to do in college, like we used to do. I didn't see, I'm hitting her on her arm. Come on, keep going, keep going. And that's what it was about. And I seen how your body just completely transformed because you took it to that particular level. And that showed me that you had the mind for it and you had the body for it. And you turned up. You were a beast. And you tell me all the time, I want my legs like that. So what does that mean? You enjoyed it. You enjoyed that. And you know what it takes in order to get your legs back how like you were, how they once were. Yeah. And so that's why we work out the way we work out,
And that's why I push myself because I don't want, I push myself because sometimes in the back of my mind, I'm still kind of like, is this enough? Like,
I know when it's enough. I know. And I'm going to push you because I know what you can do.
Me.
Absolutely.
Personally.
Absolutely.
Am I pushing you hard enough? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so, and that's why I'm just like, all right, so let me go that extra mile so that he can get that extra push as well.
And that's what it's about. Of course, we would never push each other to hurt each other. But it took time.
Now I'm gonna push you into bushes like Shrek.
It took time for K Money to get there. You know, she gradually got up there. She gradually, and I seen her, and it took you about a year to get up to the point to where I was pushing you that hard.
Yeah.
But I knew you were ready for it.
Yeah.
And if you can squat 75 pounds on each side 20 times, oh, I got you. I know what you're capable of doing.
I probably can't go into the gym and be like, all right, put 75 on each side anymore.
Right.
Not now, of course, because it's been so long since we haven't worked with weights.
You're right.
But building that up, I mean, it probably won't take me that long.
And that's the thing, people. And she's not discouraged about, okay, yeah, I once were able to do that, so I don't want to work out any. No, it's not about that. It's about looking at the best version of you and saying, I'm about to be better than that best version of myself. And that's what this is all about. This entire segment was about getting over yourself, getting over those doubts, getting over those fears, getting over those worries, or scared. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about.
Not being scared of pushing yourself and going that extra mile.
And pushing your best friend.
Because you probably thought, I used to be able to do that, but I don't think I can do that anymore. No, don't think like that.
And even if you can't do it to that extent,
but you can't anymore. Think that you used to, but now you're going to be better than what you used to be.
You know what I'm saying? In a positive way. So that's all we have for today.
That was great.
This was EP.50. I'm your boy.
We just wanted to give you guys a bit of encouragement for our 50th episode.
That's what this was about. See, it took 50 episodes for Karla to say something that was worth listening to. But she did it, y'all.
Eat my feet.
No. But that's all that we have for today. We hope you guys have a phenomenal Tuesday, a great remainder of the week.
We're actually about to go eat some quesadillas.
With
spinach.
Spinach. Meal prep. And stay tuned. Clean up. Grab a broom.
Ooh.
If you're getting married, go tongue kiss your groom.
Oh.
We out!